Hello there. I am a reformed man-ho with a heart of gold, and over 1,000 hours of in-depth communication and physical interaction with Earth women. As such, I feel qualified to speak on intergendered relationship dynamics and the state of modern dating. If you ask any manosphere aficionado or alt-right enthusiast, OnlyFans.com, or rather the concept of the services the website provides, is one of the worst things to happen to society in recent years. I disagree. But before I tell you my reasoning, I must clarify that my position isn't that the prevalence and normalization of sex work isn't harmful in some ways, because it definitely is. Rather, I believe the benefits provided by the service, especially to men, outweigh the detriments, and you'll know exactly why by the end of this video.
What is OnlyFans?
Before I go any further, allow me to offer a brief explanation of what OnlyFans, or OF, as it's commonly referred to is, on the off chance you aren't familiar with it. OnlyFans is a website that serves as a paid social media platform for interacting with content creators that provide various types of digital media. While all legal content is allowed, the site is generally associated with NSFW, aka not safe for work content. Like many other social media platforms, the barrier to entry to become a content creator on OnlyFans is low, making it highly accessible to any adult with access to a smartphone and spare time. Though, it should be said that the majority of successful creators are women. Now that everyone is up to speed on what OnlyFans is, it is time to dive into why it serves a necessary purpose that may not be readily apparent to the casual observer.
Let's talk about men.
A question that repeatedly comes up when talking about OnlyFans is something to this effect: why pay for a subscription when there is a veritable smorgasbord of adult content available on the internet for free? The answer to this seemingly innocuous question sheds light onto a deeper truth concerning why men are actually utilizing OnlyFans, and furthermore, why the service is in fact a necessary evil. The fact of the matter is, the average man is not simply paying for sexual gratification. He is paying for the illusion of emotional and physical intimacy that he otherwise lacks. He is paying for what could be called relationship energy, the simulacrum of energy exchange with a woman that all heterosexual men crave on the most primal level. Whether or not he realizes it himself, the reason he is spending time and money interacting with women he'll never meet is because he is seeking connection of a particular kind, and the sexual aspect of the interactions only serves as a smokescreen that obscures what is actually being sought. Obviously, this doesn't apply to all men that use OnlyFans. However, many of the women who are content creators have expressed that often the men they interact with on a regular basis are looking for some form of companionship and friendship, something that only confirms what I've already stated. While these men are of course interested in the women sex-wise, more so than anything else, it would seem they are also starved of feminine intimacy and interest, to the point where the only way they feel they could acquire it is through spending money. As such, while it could be said that this kind of exchange is by definition unhealthy in the sense of encouraging avoidance of the self-development of said men that would allow them greater access to women in real life, I strongly believe the existence of this alternative is overall a good thing. Why? The hard truth is, women are biologically designed to be selective, and many modern men are falling short of what modern women believe they deserve, or are willing to accept. So, what are the men who cannot compete in the dating market to do with the needs that they still have, that have no way of being met under normal circumstances? OnlyFans.
Manuel's rebuttal.
But Darwin, everything you were describing sounds like you think it's okay for men to give up on building actual relationships with women in real life. The time and energy, not to mention money, that these guys are spending on girls who couldn't actually care less about them would be better spent trying to self-improve, or at least invest in something they can be proud of down the line. These sites are degenerate. The women are preying on the vulnerability of lonely dudes, and indulging in this behavior only hastens the inevitable collapse of society and true masculinity.
While I understand your perspective, I must point out that not everyone has the self-discipline, proper information, or even desire and motivation required to develop themselves. And that is fine. We all choose how to exercise our free will, and while the easier path will always yield less rewards, it's still valid. It is apparent that many men feel tired of the never-ending grind to be competitive. Let them rest, while those who are motivated continue to push forward.
Closing thoughts.
To wrap everything up, let us talk about the role of the OnlyFans girl. These women serve as emotional and quasi-physical intimacy surrogates for men that would otherwise be deeply frustrated, angry, and even prone to violence under certain circumstances. They provide friendship, conversation, feminine energy and flirtation for a modest fee. The digital form of interaction is also safe for the women involved, and they are ultimately in control of how much or how little they share or wish to communicate. There are no losers in these exchanges, as participation is completely voluntary between consenting adults. To conclude, moral implications of sex work aside, I cannot see this option as being anything less than a net positive for men's mental health, and given the proven consequences of ignoring men's mental health in a world where firearms are easily accessible, I believe OnlyFans is truly the lesser of two evils.